Yeah, so I mean, you have like been fan of therapy. Like I heard you speaking on TV, and
Hmm.
you have given your interviews and all. You have been
Hmm.
very positive towards it. In the society where, if you get a physical injury, you go to a doctor. But if you think that you have an issue with your mind, and you are going to see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, on the way कोई पूछे ना कि where are you going, you're like, यहाँ तक, वहाँ तक, you don't. So how did you like,
Okay,
yeah.
firstly, a lot of to me is firstly I like psychology as a subject
Mhm,
because
mhm.
I'm fascinated with how people think. Okay, and and secondly, I think this whole issue that you made, which I have a complaint against you as well, is that we have to change mental health to mental fitness.
Mhm, mhm.
To me, it's as simple as that. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, for example, if you want a better body, right? You go to a trainer, you go to a coach, you go join a gym, you work out, you build your muscles.
Yeah.
It's not because you are sick. It's
Yeah.
because you want to be in a better, you want to be more stronger in a better position.
Hmm.
To me, it's something as simple as that. And I hate using people use these terms as depression and anxiety and blah blah blah. The bottom line is, if you are not able to handle the situation you're in for a prolonged time, all right, then go seek help. I mean, I don't know why it's such an issue that, oh, just because you're seeing a counselor, that doesn't mean you're mad or something's wrong with you. I mean, so I don't understand. This mentality is very old school. I think it comes from kare school andar mata aa gayi hai. Then he's gone mad or some nonsense like that. So that's how they see it. To me, it's that the most important part of your body is your mind. And life is difficult and complicated and complex. You got to deal with billions or millions of people, different situations, different things. Not every time you can deal with it, and you would not know which way to go. And most importantly, things don't always work out the way you hope or expect. Then what do you do? It Other people just magnify the issues that are already existing in you, and until you deal with that, which
Yeah.
only to me personally, a specialist like you yourself or psychiatrists and stuff will help you do it. Nothing else will. Then you'll be just brushing things under the carpet, and it will come back to you after 2 years. After 2 years, it's a cycle. I mean, I believe unless you deal with your issues, they will
Mhm.
never run away. They'll keep coming back. The same issues. If you have an issue about insecurity, trust me, you solve one problem, it'll come again after a couple of years in other form.
It will keep coming and it will keep triggering you. It will not go. So sort it, deal with it. I always, call it triple A. Number one is awareness. Become aware the kind of emotions you're going through. Number two is acceptance. Accept what you are going through, how you're going through, what is it. And third is action. And take action out of responsibility, not out of helplessness. Again, like, I want to do this. I want to make this change. I want to live like this. This is who I am. This is, and then if you say that I have to do this, I have to do this work, you're already, miserable. You're feeling miserable. You will not be happy. So
You know,
triple A, yeah,
I mean, I'll take my case, and I'm more than happy. I don't if it inspires somebody
yeah.
else. First film released, okay, and I had been in Bombay for just about a year and a half. I'm not from
Mm.
Bombay, from Delhi. I went to US and came back. So I come to Bombay within a year. I get this biggest film, which was China Gate at that time, was the most expensive film ever made. All right, I didn't know a soul. I didn't know anyone. I just met someone told me the director's looking for a new boy. It's okay. So I went, showed him my tape. He saw something in me. I don't know what it was, and I was on. And so I get this film, and most expensive. And he was one of the biggest directors at that time, Rajkumar Santoshi. If you go back in late '90s, early 2000s, he was big. I get this film, and then so now I think I've arrived, right? Okay, I've done nothing. I've just come here. I've signed the biggest film. I think I'm like, whatever. My attitude doesn't change. I don't get a big head. I'm still staying as a PG. But my expectation from life is that it's going to be on a roll. All right? You sign this film, it's going to release, hopefully do well, then you do more movies, and blah, 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 blah. Which are very normal expectations. Right? There's nothing extraordinary about it. So when the film released, unfortunately, what happened was, for whatever reasons, my role got completely slashed. Okay, and the film didn't do really that well. Let's put it that way. Okay, even though it got critical acclaim, I was nominated for the best newcomer that year, and but I hadn't signed any other film then because everyone was saying, Samir, wait, let this film release, and then they will realize how good you are. All right, I don't know anyone. Suddenly, the film releases, and I went through a breakup, a bad relationship, well, unsuccessful relationship. So they both happened at the same time. I didn't know what hit me because I have no experience to go back to, right? And say, okay, well, this is how you deal with a situation like this. So you're like, okay, now, and in our industry, it is that extreme. Now I don't have work. I just have a broken relationship. I don't even know how to think because I was thinking, hoga, take it, normal. I wasn't expecting that I'll be the Shah Rukh Khan next morning, but you kind of assume that you'll work your way up. And suddenly it disappears, right? So that hit me hard. And that my definition of hitting hard is you don't feel like going out, you don't want to see people, you want to stay in bed, watch TV, think, and just thinking, what's wrong? I mean, where do you go from here? Because you're not prepared for it, right? So, but I was still okay with it. And I was like, okay. So time went by. And then one day I went out with my friends and we had gone to see a movie. And I could not wait for the lights to go off. I was sweating. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened? Why are you sweating? And then I realized I was getting a panic attack. And for those who don't know what that is, or an anxiety, it's like your heart is beating at like 200 beats a minute for no reason. So it's not like you're scared. It's not like you're sad. It's just your heart is beating and you don't know why. So what happens is because of that, you spend more time at home. Because when you go out, you again have to deal with that. Like that, a year goes by. And you're like, okay, look, something is not right. We need to talk it out. So I don't know who guided me and stuff. So I went, took help from a counselor. I would see him once a week. We would talk, what your expectations are. And then a lot of other things came out, like, okay. And I would see the counselor for like a couple of years, once a week, and then it went down to once in every 2-3 months. And I still do that. I mean, I go see a counselor every time,
It's good to hear to personal experiences. That is the reason I'm choosing people who have gone through the experience, they have lived it, they have overcome, and they can share it so that more and more people get inspired. More and more people think that it's absolutely okay to go to a therapist.
It's giving you that strength to cope up with a lot of situations. Everybody has their own core strength. Some people are very good with emotions, right?
Yeah.
But if you put them into another environment, they will not be able to survive.
Yes.
Some people are the other way around. So you just have to build different aspects of your personality. Now, always be positive. Look, I'm sorry. Okay, I hate to break this news to you. If you have a friend who's feeling sad, don't tell him be positive. Okay? Don't tell him that. Because that's the worst thing you can tell the guy. Oh, it's going to be okay. Don't worry. Everything is going to be fine. And no.
So, Reese, we shouldn't do that. Like, you're feeling down.
You need to empathize with what the person is going through.
Yeah, give them time to process.
Yeah, I mean, I think understanding is much more. And to empathize if somebody's going through something, to let them know that, look, if you need, I'm around.
I'm there. Yeah.
So, so